Falcons and our home team. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Caught left side by Funchess. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
13 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now, this is Alvin Kamara. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen out to his left. The left side completion to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Terry McLaurin, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So that'll back him up 5. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Dragons nothing. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
30-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Now the ball comes loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Retains possession.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. Now this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Play is a turnover on downs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for 2nd down.
7-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen slings this deep from McLaurin, and that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Mike 50, Mike 50. Good track, good track. 7-5. Mike's 50. Right here, right here. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm here all day. No.
Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Falcons 7, Dragons nothing.
A handoff as they run the counter play. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
You need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Check 42's the mark. Check 42's the mark.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Caught left side, Williams. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Mike Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Falcons.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Alvin Kamara, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
42. Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
Back to throw here. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The counter now on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Comes back with one complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. And finding Keelan Cole. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He may try and run for this. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Check, Mike 42. You must be getting tired of seeing. Yeah, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. 42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic. 70 Ranger.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this 3rd quarter of play. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They're going to look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's a 2nd and 7. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Brought down back at the 27.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The pass.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
That's a
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
It is good. Makes the score Falcons 28, Dragons 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the Falcons' 36-yard line.
2nd and 11. Incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. Past the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
For the extra point.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 48.
Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check hot route.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic. Let's go one more.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42. I'm coming. 19 life.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 1-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they work this out past the 25.
Complete.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Aaron Donald, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And that is incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To throw, it's Allen. And he finds McLaurin. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Did they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Tonight's final
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.